Hey everybody, Captain Algebra here. I'm here with my November pickups. This one's a pretty good one. I got a lot of good games I wanted. Just to give a heads up, next month's going to be pretty short. I told my wife I'm not going to spend much on video games since we have so many people to buy for the holidays. So I've got a few things already for December, and I'm sure I'll get something for the holidays. So next month will be pretty short. But let's get into this month. We'll start with on Black Friday. My family wanted to go shopping, so I said, okay, sure, I'll go with. Not really looking for anything, but we went to Target and they had, I think, $25 off some Wii U games, and so one I've been looking for a very long time, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Huge fan of Super Smash Bros. And that's been at the new price for forever, so I was glad to see it go down for Black Friday, so I picked that up. Next, Video Games Monthly. In my last box, I got NFL Blitz 2002 for the GameCube, but it didn't work. And so, obviously, they have such great customer service. All I had to do was contact them, tell them about it, and they looked for if they have any other copies of that game, but they didn't, so they asked if I'd be okay with another GameCube game. I said, yeah, of course. And so they sent me Bionicle for the GameCube, and just like the NFL Blitz one, it is missing the manual. So, I thought it was pretty fair. Then next, there's a game store. So was it Pre-Played? I go to every once in a while. So I went in there and found some stuff. First, for the GameCube, I got Resident Evil 0. Big fan of Resident Evil series, and I had never played that one. Then Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Another big series I'm a huge fan of. I was always leery of this one. I just did not know if the setting would be interesting to me. I like in the first two Metal Gear Solids, you're on in buildings and stuff. It's less you have to worry about camouflage and eating and stuff. But I thought I'd give it a try. And then Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the PS2. Huge fan of Mega Man, and the Mega Man games are getting pretty expensive for the NES. So that was cool to find. And then probably my best buy. This game I already had, but it was in pretty rough shape, so I was looking for a new one. And they had complete in-box in very nice condition for only $15. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. What's really interesting, though, is when I got back, I was looking at the box more. I was like, it looks a little weird. And if you look closely, it's got French down there. And this is from Nintendo Canada. So I don't know how much that decreases the value, but I know the United States version is, I think, $30 complete in box, so I figure this is about that, and I got it for $15, so I was pretty happy with that. The rest of the stuff is going to come from Game Corner, my local game store that I go to the most. So I guess we'll just get started on Black Friday. He had a deal on some of the games, so I got to pick up a couple games for pretty cheap, and they were Alien Syndrome for the Wii. For some reason I thought I heard about this and it would be a good game. And it's pretty fun. It's a little shooter. But I can't remember where I saw it and why I wanted it, but I'm glad I picked it up. Next two for the Xbox 360, we have Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. So those are cheap. And I always heard good things about that series, so I wanted to give it a shot. Let's see what else. I think that same day I also picked up RoboCop for the NES, which I've been looking for a while. Let's see, next, just some other games I went in there randomly for. For the PlayStation 2, we got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets complete. And then for the GameCube, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I've been playing Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone for PS2, and I don't know, I thought it was a pretty enjoyable game. And so I thought I'd get some other ones to play after I finish it. And then we picked up an NES Advantage controller. I've been looking for one of these for a while. My brother never had one as a kid, but I think they're pretty cool. So I got those that for pretty cheap from the game store. Some other cartridges, some games that I've been looking for a while. We have Kirby's Dream Land 2 and Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance. Big Kirby fan. We had the original Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby Pinball growing up. I played those games a ton, so I'm glad to get some more Kirby games. And then also we've got Super Castlevania 4. Big fan of the Castlevania series. And then Spider-Man and Venom in Maximum Carnage. Love beat 'em ups, and I've been looking for this game for a while, so I was glad to pick that up. And then the rest is probably my best pickup of the month. So when I went to the game store a couple weeks ago, the owner was telling me how the guy who probably has the biggest Sega Genesis collection in the area was going to be trading a bunch of stuff in. And he supposedly had some rare stuff, and I'm a huge Streets of Rage fan, so I've been looking for Streets of Rage 3 for a while. That and Mutant League Hockey. And so I asked the guy if he thought he was going to bring them in. He goes, he didn't know. So he told me that he was going to bring those games in, and then I went in a little bit later. He ended up keeping some of his games, and Streets of Rage 3 was one of them. So I was kind of disappointed. But he traded in, I think, 300 games, a couple Sega Genesis signs, some display cases and stuff. So I looked through all the games, and they're all complete in box. He would never buy anything unless it was complete in box. And then he also had some strategy guides, some Xbox 360 games, some PS2 games, some Game Boy games, etc. So I looked through the strategy guides and found some interesting ones. We got God of War, which I love that series. I've played it so many times where I don't need the strategy guide, but I thought it'd be cool to have. Then we've got Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Mortal Kombat 3, Fighter's Companion. And then the one that I think is the coolest, Halo Reach, the Legendary Edition guide. I'm a huge fan of Halo Reach. It's my favorite of the series. And so even though I've played that a ton, and again, there's not much stuff in that guide that I actually need, it was just cool to have to be on my shelf and stuff. And now to the best part, just the actual games I picked up. So I picked up 6 complete in box games, all very good. I paid $65 for them. I think when I looked them up, was it $140, $150, something like that, I think they'd be worth altogether. So I got a very good deal. So let's get started. We've got the Genesis 6-pack, which is just a solid game to have for Genesis. Plus, I don't have Golden Axe, Super Hang-On, or Revenge of Shinobi. And so until I get those games, I can play them on here. Next, we've got Hook, one of my favorite movies growing up. So it's cool to see that. I never played it before. I've put a little time into it, and I've really enjoyed it so far. Then we've got, let's go, Dynamite Heady. Really weird game. You're attacked with his head all the time, and it just kind of throws you in right away without much explanation. I wasn't really sure what's going on at first, but it's fun. Then we've got Toki, going ape spit. I heard on, I think, maybe the Immortal John Hancock's, he had a Hidden Gems video with Metal Jesus Rocks, and I could have sworn this was on there, so I wanted to find it, and I knew it was pretty pricey, but I got these for a great deal. So the manual's a little beat up. The cover's almost torn off, but that's alright. Still a cool game to have. Then we have, let's go, Alien Storm. I used to play this a bunch on my uncle's Sega channel. And when I first saw it, it sounded familiar, and then when I actually put it in and played it, I was like, yep, that's the game I used to play. So I was really excited to find that. And then the one I was very excited for, I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. I used to rent this game when I was a kid, and so I was glad to find it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. So that was awesome. So pretty solid month. I got a lot of games I was really looking for a while. And then some other ones that just sounded interesting. So hope you liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment below on some of the games if you know anything about them that I don't. And again, next month's going to be pretty small, just because with it being the holiday season. But thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Captain Algebra signing off.